Castle.
Hello, my friends. Vaughn here. As I watch Neil Gaiman's world burn to ash all around his wavy wing-like hair, bat wing-like gothy fucking. I'm just a wispy British author haircut. Oh, you know me. I was the odd boy in school.
Now suck my dick and call me master.
Thanks, Neil. Thanks for the fucking imagery. You were quite vivid as always. But he just came out with his statement. I'm not here to talk about that. I'm talking about how he seems like he's lost everything. It's all burnt down around him. But there is something you cannot take from writers and artists, that even in our worst times, we can always create. And so I wanted to tell you guys something. I believe one of my professors told me about this way back when. He said the number one thing that artists regret on their deathbeds, and we're talking about some of the best artists the world has ever known, some of the best architects, some of the best illustrators, some of the best painters, but they almost always lament that they want more time to create so that they can learn their craft better. There's a world famous architect on his deathbed, and he, I guess, famously said, I wish I had more time to learn to draw. And everyone went, oh, Baldovino, Antonio, you're like the best artist in the world. I don't even know if they were Italian. I'm just fucking around, but you guys get my drift. You're the best architect the world has ever seen. So I'm sorry, I didn't practice my Italian all right. I never do. I'm like come from the Dana Carvey school of doing voices. Like if you don't cartoon them up and get goofy, then like you suck. Like you're boring. No, you must sound exactly like it. No, voice actor Hitler, I don't have to. That's the beauty of it. I come from the old school and I'm good with it. I like it a lot. Anyway, I could even do like Wolverine. Hey, bub. But like I like to do my Wolverine like that, like, hey, bub. But like that fucking guy always gets to keep doing him. He's like, hey, bub. Like the guy who did Spike's voice on Cowboy Bebop. You know that one? Like, hi, I'm Steve Bloom. Like, dude, if I can do Steve Bloom's voice, hi, I'm Steve Bloom. Like, if I could do his voice, then like, why can't I do all his other characters too? That's all I'm saying. I totally just ADD'd out. Sorry about that. I love you guys. Just indulge me. All right. Hear me out. I'm talking about some serious shit. Don't walk away. What are you doing? No, come back. Here's the thing. Most artists wish they had more time to learn their craft for reals. And what that says to us is that in order to become the best artist you can possibly be in your life, what I recommend is becoming a perpetual student of art till you die. Appreciate art, make art, study others' art, and try to figure out how to refine your art into what best is your expression on this world. You have very limited time, and you could have 12 lifetimes and still have things to learn to make your art yours, to make it better, to make it stronger, to make it resonate more with people, and to say more of what you want to say. You learn how to kind of like when you start it's like it can be hard to really focus what you really want to say about things. But as you get better at it, before you know it, you're making your best work. And here's the curse of it. The curse is that you make comics which take a really long time. And so once a new comic is coming out, finally, like your second one or your third or whatever one you're on, it can be stressful because you look back at that old work and you're like, I don't know if I like it. Like, I feel like I've evolved since then. Maybe I'm better than this. Like, what if I'm not going to like it? What if it's a big waste of time and energy and money? It costs me a lot to make these things. It takes all my focus and time and energy. It's a lot, but it's worth it because the book's so good. So I ended up reading Terror in the Trenches 2, and I'm like, oh, I'm nervous about it. I've reread that script more times than I can count. I just reread it sometimes. Every time I do, it fucking sings, man. It hums, it moves, it's kinetic, it's fun. It has great lines and great visual moments. It's powerful, it's layered. It has a lot more going on than other comics out there. And I know with the art, it's going to be a tour de force. So what the hell am I worried about? Like, I'm doing some of my best work right now, but I still feel like what happens over time, and you can't help this. You cannot listen to what I'm saying. You could totally blow it off, but hear me out on this. If you're a perpetual student and you're humble and you're always willing to like open your mind, you end up seeing great new art and things you never saw before. And it makes you appreciate what you're doing all over again. It gets you excited to do it. As you make work over time, as you get better at art from studying it and refining your own work and understanding how it works to tell a good fucking story, you end up, you're going to look back, the curses, you're going to look back and kind of not like your old work as much. Yes. But you were in a different place then. You were doing different things with your life. It's just a reflection. And that's kind of cool that you captured that. It's okay if you're not perfect or good at it. What the fuck? Like, be a student of it forever. I promise you. And I think for most people, if you're humble and a student of art and looking around for those next killer visuals, how to refine yourself, how to better yourself, you will become a pretty good artist. I can't say you'll be the best artist in the world or famous. That's all just chaos in the wind, man. Fuck all that. Like, aren't you chasing the same dragon I am? That perfect fucking story. That story that everybody fucking reads forever. That people go, you got to read this shit. This is it. This is what America comics is now. Are you ready? Let's go. Now's the time. But the best way I can say to do it is be a student of comics if you love comics and comic book storytelling, because it is its own thing. Respect it. It's not what people have pushed it as. It's not throwaway little 20-page books. These things are works of art that reflect our American mythos and where we're at. And where we've been at has not been good over these last few years, but there's still people carrying the torch and lifting it up and making really cool shit. There's dark times in music too. I think we've been going through a dark time in pop music. Other people think it's wonderful and that it's like these new songs are clever and crafted and well produced and everybody sounds like a fucking robot to them and me now. And I'm an 80s kid. I grew up with robot voice. But these guys somehow ruined like robot voice for me because they just turned every song into like someone singing through a kazoo. I can't do it. I'm out. Call me Generation X. I like punk and synthwave shit and fucking Nine Inch Nails and shit. And Ministry and Typo Negative and good bands. Danzig, Misfits, Ramones. Those are the good music. Music that's fun to listen to, like Create. Anyway, I'm going off another tangent there for you. You're welcome. I'm always going to be a student of art. I'm always going to be trying to make every book I make better for you guys. I could safely say that my new script, Rerun Man, which you've got to check out, it's coming. We've just started art on it. And it's looking powerful already. And it's just like sketches. It's so cool. So this is the best script I've ever written. It's me expressing myself at full volume. And these amps go to 11. I'm just having a good time. I'm having a good time studying the craft of making good comics and then making these comics that like no one else can fucking make. It makes me happy. That's what happens when you work hard at your craft and you give a shit. When people think that they're already good at something, like you guys are in for a treat. If you keep creating, you're going to look back at your old work and call it dog shit. You are. Welcome to the curse. That means you're doing it right. If you look back on your work and you're like, there's no way I wrote that. That sounds like shit. That's not good. Like, what did I do there? Fuck. I could have done that better. Like, congratulations. You're doing it right. You're making good art. You're at least trying to. So Let's all be on our deathbeds saying, I wish I had more time to draw. I'm going to be saying, I wish I had more time to write, hopefully, and have all these other crazy stories. Oh, but he didn't finish this one. What the fuck? Sorry, man. I died. Anyway, that would suck. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you tuning in and listening to this advice, I guess. Something I've been thinking on tonight. We all want to leave a legacy, but to refine ourselves to be the best artists we can be for American comics, for the fans, for the who keep comics alive and love comics with all their hearts. They're they're what it's all about. They are hungry for good comics, man. I know it. I know it. I feel like if the right comic came out and got talked about, and people are talking about what happens in it instead of just like, money around it, that would be cool. When Skybound came out with its G.I. Joe and Transformers, you saw people talking about it. They're getting interested. That's exciting. It's fun. It's fun. I can't wait for a lot of these comics to come out. It's going to be interesting year, I think. Hopefully not. It's off to a great start with Diamond folding, right? Ouch. But I see it as like the old ways are falling. Let's renew. The time is ahead. Good times could be ahead. Let's get some head. I don't know what to say. Like, go get some head. Okay? No, really. Let's have a good future ahead. Let's want to draw more on our deathbeds, and let's make cool art. Be a perpetual student forever. Okay? Study up. I'll make more tutorial videos for you, I promise. I'm Vaughn, and I'm out for the night. Have a good night. Like and subscribe and all that shit.
Vaughn's Haunted Castle. Ha 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 ha.